So what we're going to do now is we're going to run an experiment to test out control, independent, and dependent variables. All right? So the experiment that we're going to run today, the question we're going to ask is, does the color of a balloon affect how loud that it pops? The first thing to keep in mind is we know that we have an independent variable. Now, our independent variable, as you know, would be the color. That's the thing we're changing. So as far as our control goes, the things we have to keep the same, we're going to assume that the same air, the balloons are the same size. So I'm going to ask you guys to go out with me a little bit and pretend in our minds that these are roughly the same size, they're the same air, the same type of balloon, everything is the exact same. The only thing we're changing is the color. Our dependent variable is going to be that pop. How are we going to measure that pop? Well, we're not actually measuring the pop. Instead, what we're doing is we're measuring the sound the pop makes, that decibel level. So what I would love to have is a little decibel meter where we can measure how loud each one is. Now, we don't have one of those, so we're going to have to just go by our very scientific ears and figure out which one is loudest, all right? Now, before we get started, there's one more important thing we need to cover, and that's safety. If you're going to be popping something, you don't want something in the eye, so you got to make sure you're being safe. Now that we have everything we need, let's get started with our science experiment. Let's test it out. It's pretty loud. Now, same balloon, same everything, the only difference is the color. Let's test that sound as compared to this sound. So, according to our ears, our scientific ears, the yellow balloon is actually louder than the green balloon. Let's see if we can keep testing, because we're going to want to run this experiment multiple times to make sure that we're accurate. Now, there's a lot of stuff under here. Now we have a white balloon. Is this one going to be louder than the yellow, or louder than the green, or softer? Well, it turns out the yellow was so far the most loud on our decibel ears that we've kind of discovered, but that one got a pretty good sound. Now, let's see what else we got down here. Is this balloon going to be louder? And we're putting all of these on a scale, and we're going to try and figure out which one is louder and which one is quieter. Now, the yellow and the black are definitely louder than the white and the green balloons, okay? So, we've tested all that. Let's do one more and see what effect we get. Now we have this balloon. Now, what's wrong with this balloon? My issue with this one is that it's bigger, which then throws off what? The control variable. So the control variable is messed up because this balloon is a different size than the other balloons. Therefore, it's going to throw off our experiment. When we pop balloons, they have to be the same size. Otherwise, it's not going to work. And our dependent variable is going to be affected. So because this is not the same size, we can't use it in our experiment. Should we pop it anyway? Yeah! All right. Somebody's going to have to clean that up.